What it do, baby boos? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. I'm also known as Hidden Truth Tarot, and today we are going to be tapping into a celebrity tarot reading for Miss Ariana Grande. So we're going to tap into her energy. I have a few questions. We're going to be tapping into how she's currently feeling, how she's feeling about Ethan and that situation with his ex-wife. We're going to go into the energy of how she feels about Wicked and Cynthia. And then we're just going to get an overall outcome from Miss Ariana Grande. If you enjoy celebrity readings, pick a card readings, or tarot related content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, leave some positive feedback, and yeah, let's get right into the reading. If you guys are looking for a more personal reading, you can check the description for more information. Everything you need to contact me is there. So let's get right into this reading for Miss Ariana Grande. Alright, so let's tap into the energy of how she is currently feeling right now. What's her energy currently? How is she currently feeling in this moment of time? Alright, so thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors for your wisdom, your guidance, your energy, and your assistance. Can you please help me tap in from the most highest source of love and light and the most honest truth to be able to give the collective and everybody who is watching this video, and also Ariana Grande, maybe she'll click on this video, maybe not ever, who knows, the messages she needs to hear in regards of just her overall energy state. Alright, so let's tap in and let's see how she is currently feeling right now. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We do have the Hermit card. I do see her kind of being a little bit annoyed or maybe just disappointed. I feel like she has such a beautiful thing going out, or such a beautiful thing she feels like she just did with Wicked, but for some reason with the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Hermit card in reverse, I do feel like she feels like people are just focused on the wrong things. Like, I almost kind of, hear her saying like, oh, why are they talking about this, or why are they worried about that? Ace of Pentacles, I feel she wants her focus, or it's like she wants people to focus on her projects right now, or the the good things she got going on in her life, and for some reason she really can't escape certain gossip or certain allegations about her, spirits wanting to say, because I feel like a lot of people are really focusing on her image a lot, and I think that's another thing that's kind of annoying her with the Ace of Wands and the Hermit card. People have noticed that she's been getting skinnier, and she's been looking frailer, and her look has taken a kind of a 360. And I think that kind of irritates her because, maybe she's private and she doesn't want people to tap into that. But in her head, she's also like kind of thinking like, you guys, I know you might have been worried about it like before, but the over concern is like bothering her. I think it's just more of a trigger though. It's like when people are minding too much of your business, you start to like get a little bit defensive. I also feel like there is some disappointment as well. It was just certain things around her. I feel like she just thought that certain things were going to go a certain way and they haven't. Maybe she's experiencing, disappointment with people around her. There could be some money disappointments or setbacks. I don't think she's losing any opportunities. I just really feel like she just thought certain things were going to go a certain way. I also feel like Ariana Grande battles with like depression, or she definitely goes in and out of this energy of not always being stable in her emotions. I don't think she necessarily always shows it, but I definitely feel like she's always going through it. How's Ariana Grande currently feeling, spirit? Yeah, so we have the Two of Cups and the Magician card in reverse. And I also feel like there's certain things that she's kind of like, wishing that she didn't connect herself to. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's also this diva in her, take it however it is, allegedly, that it's like I said, she doesn't want you guys to focus on her personal life. She doesn't want you guys to focus on, her image, or, the things that are going with the cheating and, you know, home wrecking a marriage, and she doesn't want you to focus on, like, she wants you to focus on the good things about Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande could be a little bit of a people pleaser, allegedly. I'm kind of getting here, and I feel like she's just kind of getting agitated or even irritated that certain things are not being portrayed, or, you know, it's like maybe she's trying, it's like it seems like she's putting a lot of effort, and it's just the way she wants to be perceived, or the way that she wants things to kind of follow through, and it's just not following through for her. And this is coming in all areas of her life. It's almost like a tumbling effect. But I've also noticed that, you know, when you control something to the point where you trying to, you know, seal all facets and put all the puzzle pieces together, you make more of a mess because you're trying to figure out how everything is supposed to go. And I don't think she has realized that balance. Okay, I definitely feel like there's an energy where I also feel like she's given a lot of this, you know, a lot of her energy to this movie, and there could be disappointments around that, you know, how she thought she was going to be perceived, or what she thought the outcome was going to be. And I also feel like even the process itself could have been draining, but we will get more into that energy when we ask about that. But overall, I feel like Ariana Grande is trying to move on, is trying to become, or trying to portray like she's in a balanced state, or she doesn't give a crap. But I definitely feel like she is being affected by certain things, by gossip, by rumors, and she doesn't like it. Like the moon card, there's things that goes on in Ariana Grande's life that she does not want us, the media, to look into. Okay, ouch, allegedly, as I hit my elbow against the bed. I also feel like allegedly, guys, remember, this is just not like this is my opinion, but this is me tapping in and saying what the cards are telling me, right? So you might not agree with my opinion, but this is just the energy that I'm picking up on. All right, I am an intuitive reader as well, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie or say what anybody wants me to say. I'm gonna say what's coming to me. So with the Seven of Swords and the Fool card, I could feel like there's an energy that she could abuse something. I don't know if this is like a drug, or, you know, I know she battled with weight issues, but I feel like this is more on a like indulgent, like maybe she drinks. I don't know if it's drinking. She maybe indulges in a drug or something in the Four of Cups. That could be something she really doesn't want, you know, the public to know about. Overall, I do feel like Ariana Grande is kind of all over the place emotionally. The Queen of Swords is telling me that she is still going to push on. She's still going to push projects. I feel like there could be a burnout coming for her when it comes to some aspect of her career. There is an energy as well, Seven of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. I feel like she wants to quit music, or there's just an energy if she wants to do something different, or maybe calm down. So the Seven of Pentacles are reversed, and the Three of Pentacles could tell me that she might actually drop, like, maybe there could be like a goodbye album or a one last album type of energy, and then she's going to try to, or she wants to try to shift into a different direction for herself, maybe going into more acting, or I don't know, however that looks for her. I just feel like she thought, like, I feel like the Wicked movie has changed her a lot. So the way that she's kind of operating things, it's like, I don't think she's like that pop star Ariana Grande that a lot of her fans love. I definitely feel like identity-wise, she is kind of she's definitely shifting. I know she's also going through her Saturn return. So, you know, you go through realization. Sometimes your life takes a turning point and you make changes and do things you normally wouldn't have done or seen yourself doing. Right, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, overall, I do see her, you know, pushing forward. I do see you still, you know, working hard, pushing forward in her career, and trying to kind of tie up the loose ends that she feels like that are causing her disappointments currently. But I do see, you know, some obstacles heading her way due to the fact that, like, you know, you can't run from these problems, you can't run from these allegations, you can't run from certain things or hide, unfortunately. And I think that's something that Ariana Grande may end up, you know, having a hard time facing in the near future. You know, it's just like, I feel like there's always going to be not always, but I feel like there's going to be another story that pops up about her, but this time, like, people are not going to be surprised, you know. So it's just very interesting. She does a lot of damage control, of trying to, you know, control her image and how she's perceived, and then it's just so funny how the energy kind of backfires and we end up finding out something not so good about her, and she works so hard to stay in this good image or stay in a certain light. I don't know. I also feel like, you know, Ariana Grande she is healing. She probably knows this, and she needs to do a lot more healing, and she probably knows this as well. I feel like she battles a lot within herself emotionally. So that's kind of what I'm currently getting for her emotions and how she's currently feeling in this energy in her present moment. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's tap into the energy. We're gonna tap into the energy between her and Ethan. Let's see how they're currently feeling about each other. What's going on? How is she feeling? How is he feeling? With all this drama that's been going on, we're gonna get into that energy. So let's see how Ariana feels about. Actually, let's see how Ethan feels about Ariana Grande first. Ethan. How is he feeling about Ariana Grande, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors? How is Ethan feeling about Ariana Grande? The Queen of Cups. Okay. Just looking at her as Queen of Cups. The Ten of Wands. So I feel like Ethan has a lot of feelings for Ariana Grande. I feel like he feels like he hit the jackpot with her. I definitely feel like he puts her on a pedestal of kind of looking at her as kind of his dream girl or the ideal woman he would want to be with. The Seven of Pentacles, he does notice that there's a lot of obstacles, or, you know, there is drama coming up from his past, especially with things that he thought he has let go of. You know, I definitely feel like he feels bad because I also feel like he doesn't like that, you know, she's painted in a negative light. I feel like honestly, he gives her a lot of power when it comes to, you know, certain things like the Ten of Wands reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like he hopes that this works out. He's almost hoping this works out, hoping she doesn't walk away, hoping that like she doesn't get fed up. It's like he's kind of whipped in some type of instance for her. There's the Four of Cups also talks about kind of just sitting here and noticing things. So I almost feel like, you know, there could be an energy of, you know, wanting to say something, but he's not. You know, I feel like he's a good at staying at his side of the street, not saying much. And even though he has like stuff like baggage that is coming loose from people that are coming forward, he's done a really good job of like not saying anything or getting involved with the energy. I feel like that's because of Ariana Grande, because he doesn't want to disappoint her, like, or get on her bad side, or because I do feel like the Queen of Cups, she relies on him a lot. You know, she could be very emotional with him, and she could cry and, you know, put a lot of energy on him, and he really enjoys that because it makes him feel wanted and seen, especially by someone, you know, he looks as like his dream girl. You know, so the Seven of Pentacles is telling me that he might not be getting much back out of it, but he still likes being able to be that energy for her, because, you know, like at the end of the day, the Four of Cups, he really doesn't want her to go anywhere. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, you know, he wants to continue to collaborate in this connection regardless of all the stuff. You know, there has been stuff that coming out in the public. There is things going on behind the scenes, but it's telling me that he doesn't really give a fuck. It's telling me he accepts it for what it is, and he's just trying to, you know, be stable in this, trying to be, like I said, a good, solid rock for Ariana. The Tower card is telling me that, you know, I feel like this energy could come to a catapult because like he pours a lot of energy into her that may or may not be reciprocated as like it's reciprocal, right? When you're doing so much for someone and the energy is not matched, or you can sense that someone's energy is like 1 foot in or 1 foot out, you know, you start to either get anxious, you start to get paranoid, or you start to kind of self-sabotage in a way. So there is an energy that could be something like that. The Nine of Pentacles, it's like it's like just like how Ariana Grande with her appearance. I'm working so hard to come off one way, and then it all falls apart. I'm working so hard to keep this relationship together, and then it all falls apart. Type of energy. Let's get some more clarification of this deck of how Ethan feels about Ariana Grande. I also feel like too, like there could be like There is an energy, this is just a channel message, that I do feel like Ethan still talks to his ex-wife, and I think that's another reason why all of, you know, her coming out the way she came out, the way she did, because a lot of people did say that, you know, her message, although it was vulnerable and, you know, people felt bad, people thought it was a little bit, you know, insensitive or trying to be a clout chaser. But also a lot of people thought that, you know, I feel her, like I would be acting the same way if I was going through the same situation. Meanwhile, I think that was her exposing her truth, because I feel like she's been trying to express herself behind the scenes and she hasn't been able to get it out. Or because the Four of Cups is almost like, it seems that like Ethan ignores her feelings, ignores her emotions, and has poured it all into Ariana. Now, does the ex-wife blame Ariana Grande? No, but I definitely feel she feels injustice in this, and I think that's why all of this blew up. But also at the same time, that takes more of that Ariana Grande good girl image she's trying to play out, or portray herself to be not so negative. You know, that just put her more in that negative energy with all the rumors that have connected herself with Ariana Grande. So I don't think Ethan liked all of that, but also at the same time, it's like it's because he hasn't acknowledged the, you know, the unfairness that he feels like his ex-wife has gone through. I just wanted to say that because I came up with that Nine of Pentacles. But let's get some more clarification of how he feels about Ariana Grande. Yeah, so masculine, exactly, discipline, authority. Okay, so there's like I said, there's an energy of being around, like people are not happy about this relationship. I feel like I said, this is like people from his past, people possibly even on Ari's side. There's just an energy of like I said, being petty, like, you know, I'm gonna do what I can to be what you need. And then there's people in this connection is seeing the faults, but you know, they're still kind of pushing through, acting like it's stable. Yeah. But like I said, there is an energy, like I said earlier, though he is gonna get fed up, or there could be an energy where this energy may turn where he's putting her on a pedestal with the Queen of Cups, because like I said, there is an energy where it's a little bit not reciprocated. But he does look at her as a romantic partner, but you know, it may not last. The energy he may awaken. He may, you know, come to some type of awareness. I'm not saying Ariana Grande is a bad person. It's just I feel she's emotionally unavailable, to be completely honest. Okay, because of how she acts, the way she goes after things. It's like, you know, it's not in a stable sense emotionally. Yeah, self-inflicted. But also, like I said, he is worried to lose Ariana Grande, and he's willing to do whatever he can to make sure this sticks. Okay? I also feel like he's afraid of her cheating on him as well, because, you know, you lose him how you get him, right? Type of energy. So there's some type of paranoia that I do think he has with her, or he could even be anxious about this. But he does see a lot of happiness with her, even if it's like not real. I'm almost hearing Spirit say, because I'm almost hearing Spirit saying like a fairy tale. The fairy tales, you know, we've come to realize that fairy tales they end and they're not always real. But this is how he's currently feeling about her. Pretty positive, but it's also kind of giving Delulu, giving the fact that, you know, it might not be reciprocal. But I guess we'll find that out once we tap into Ari's energy. Let's see how she's feeling about Ethan. Let's see how she is feeling about Ethan. How's Ariana Grande feeling about Ethan? Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How is she feeling about Ethan? Six of Swords. This is what I mean about kind of this energy. I'm not saying Ariana Grande allegedly is using Ethan, but it's kind of the energy of like, I picked this, I chose this, I'm moving forward with this, but you know, I don't know how long I can really stick in this connection, because the Three of Pentacles with the Six of Swords is like, I'm ready to check out, right? I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to go into a different direction. But the Eight of Pentacles is telling me is what's stopping Ariana Grande from really leaving this so soon, is that the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that, you know, she chose it. She chose to invest and put energy into this, and bring up all of this energy and drama. So, you know, Five of Wands, like I said, Page of Cups in reverse. She doesn't want to look like a bad person leaving someone or leaving something like this after she kind of, you know, influenced someone. Not saying she made him, but she was definitely an influence of someone leaving his family and his kids and his whole life to start this new life with her. And the Ten of Swords is telling me this energy of like what I mean about her being emotionally unavailable, because the Ten of Swords is telling me that, you know, she doesn't know how to give or receive love in a proper way, and this is why she finds herself in unfortunate situations with, you know, romantic situations that she's kind of been dealing with. You know, the Ten of Swords is betrayal, it's ending, but also I feel like she feels stuck and she feels frozen, because what do I do, right? Do I leave the connection and be actually happy, even though, you know, I chose this and I was happy and I was passionate and I actually did like the person and people didn't understand it, but now I'm waking up. It's almost like, I don't know, like, you know, it's like how bipolar people are manic and they're crazy, and then it's like they snap out of it and they wake up and they realize like, oh shit, I just got married in Vegas to somebody I didn't know. It's kind of that energy. Not saying that she is bipolar or any of that energy, but that's how she thinks or operates when it comes to love. All right. So I definitely feel like there are complications here. I definitely feel like she could be very vulnerable and sweet sometimes, and that she can be cold and distant. I definitely feel like she battles, like, you know, dealing with her emotions. She definitely like goes hot and cold, or, you know, she goes through a roller coaster of emotions. And Ethan, that we saw in his reading, you know, how he feels about her, he's willing to deal with it. But the Ten of Swords, it's like I said, like, how long can you? You know, I feel like sometimes she feels like a burden on herself, because it's like she can see all the stuff that's going on, but also at the same time, I feel like she's not making proper, Spirit wants me to say like proper actions. Because if she was being aware, she wouldn't have, you know, found herself in this energy so unexpectedly, you know. I don't know, I feel like sometimes Ariana Grande be thinking, you know, irrationally. And, you know, like I said, this is all just alleged. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Allegedly, also Ariana Grande could be seeing someone else on the side with the Ten of Swords, you know what I mean? That's just my, you know, alleged opinion here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It's like I'm keeping my options open because I'm not getting what I want here anymore. And the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, she's beautiful. She has resources. She doesn't need anything really from anybody else. And I think that's another thing too why Ethan is so worried about losing her, because at the end of the day, he knows she doesn't really need him. But it's that emotional attachment that I feel like they, you know, that got him. So yeah, the Chariot in reverse, like I saw this for Ethan's energy too. There are going to be obstacles. There could be some inevitableness of like, you know, separation or something like that. But as of right now, I do feel like she's going to stick it out. I just feel like behind the scenes, she's going to choose to operate the way she wants to operate. So for example, like, if she chooses to talk to people on the side, she's going to do it. If she chooses to like be hot and cold, she's going to do it. If she chooses to pretend to be happy and she's not really happy, she's going to do that as well. You know, the Devil card is a restriction, whether this is a restriction you put on yourself or the restriction of others and things around you, okay? So I feel like Ariana Grande feels a little bit restricted in this connection, but also at the same time, she knows as well that she made her own bed. Okay, so that's how she's feeling about Ethan. Let's get some more clarification out of this deck. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but this is what I mean about like she doesn't want, I don't know, it's like almost like she knows what's going on, but she knows, but she feels like she can't do anything about it. Because the first card we have is Suffering in Silence, Unspoken Desire, Real Feelings, and Broken Dreams. Like, she chose this, but also at the same time, it's not what she wants anymore, okay? There also is an energy of envy, so it says resentful, competitive, and discontent. She is discontent in this connection. I do think she is making it, she could be creating art, competitiveness by, like I said, she could be talking to someone else on the side, you know? I keep on hearing you lose them how you get them. We have narcissists. So allegedly, you know, I'm not saying Ariana Grande is a narcissist, but she's emotionally unavailable. And when you are you know, she's emotionally in a lower vibrational state, in some type of energy in her heart chakra, which makes her, you know, choose or do or make certain action. She's very fragile in that instant. She feels exhausted in this connection, burned out. She feels empty. And she, like I said, she feels like she done it to herself. Like, there is double confirmation that it seems that Ariana Grande is aware that she chose this connection, but also she also knows that she did, like, you know, she doesn't want this anymore. We also have double conversations, like double confirmation that she could be having conversations with somebody on the side here. Let's get one more card for Ariana Grande. Yeah, she wants to leave this connection, or she's ready to let go. Okay. Alright. But also at the same time, she sees the salty and the bitterness and the anger, because like I said, she created all of this energy, especially when it comes to the drama and all of the stuff that has accumulated, you know. So I'm not saying she like caused it all, but she's kind of like the activist, you know, the activator of the energy, you know, because if none of this never happened, you know, we wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be here if you think about that. This is like a prime example of your choices. Okay, so now we're gonna get tapped into the energy of, you know, Ariana Grande and Cynthia. I want to see what's the energy between the two of them, of how she's feeling about Cynthia. We're going to do this reading a little bit differently because Spirit's calling me to do so. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pull a card for Ariana, a card for Cynthia, and then the energy for them in the middle, just to kind of like, because Spirit says I feel like Spirit doesn't have much to say about them, because I feel like a lot of people can see through the mask. Like, there's an energy where they've been crying and they seem super close and stuff like that. But, you know, there could be an energy of feeling like it's forced or pushed, or, you know, they're not really as close as what they portray themselves out to be. And this is what I mean. I'm not saying that Ariana Grande, you know, does this, but she does. Allegedly, she's really good at wearing a mask, right? Portraying herself to be something, even if she's not necessarily that energy, okay? So let's see the energy between the two of them. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any celebrities you guys want me to tap in, or any readings you want me to do, make sure you comment it below. Okay, so let's get a card for Cynthia. How does she feel about Ariana Grande? The Emperor in reversed. Okay. How does Ariana Grande feel about Cynthia? The Nine of Wands. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. And where is the energy where they meet in the middle, Spirit? The Five of Wands. Okay, so it's telling me they're not really besties like that. I think they definitely okay, so let's start with Ariana Grande's energy to Cynthia, right? I don't think this was all planned, right? I definitely feel like you know, they were never really that close to begin with, but as you work on a movie set, the Nine of Wands, you have to spend long hours with someone, right? You spend every day, months, you know, night to sunrise, sunrise to night with this person. You have to learn to work with them regardless if you don't like them, or even if you feel like you're incompatible or you don't fuck with them like that. You still have to make it work because you're making a movie. And I think that's kind of what Ariana Grande grew to do. Put on the mask. I don't have to necessarily like you or like everything about you, but I'm going to make it work because I want this movie to work, right? So that's how Ariana Grande was walking into this connection with Cynthia. It was never a genuine, like, oh my God, like, we met and we vibed and we knocked it out of the park on the first go. It wasn't like that. Actually, the Nine of Wands is telling me when they first met, they realized how much different they were, but at the same time, Ariana says, it's okay, I can adapt myself to be more what you need me to be. And this is where that people-pleasing energy comes in, and this is what I'm saying, where she gets caught up in this energy. Now, with Cynthia's energy, she looks at Ariana Grande as like an opportunity, right? I definitely feel like with the Emperor card, in reverse, it's like she looks at Ariana as the emperor upright, right? As an idol, someone to look up to. You know, she has connection. I mean, fuck it, she's Ariana Grande. And even if she didn't feel like they connected on an emotional and a personality level, she knew that this girl could bring opportunities, such as after the movie, right? Because they're singing in the movie, maybe they can drop an album, maybe they can do Wicked related things. It's all bringing exposure to her. So I feel like they were kind of on the same page here at the Five of Wands of like, we might not resonate with each other, but we're gonna make it work for what we need to make it work for. Nine of Wands, I think Ariana Grande was doing it more for the movie, more for this opportunity that she felt like that one that she didn't deserve and she still got and she was appreciated of, but also at the same time, Cynthia using this energy as like an opportunity, you know what I mean? So the Five of Wands is telling me they're on the same page. It's just like we all know they're not besties. But the problem here is the reason why they're so emotional in those interviews, or they're crying and they got all these tattoos and doing all of this BFF stuff, is because of the stuff that came out about Ariana Grande, right? I feel like if things went more smoother with the release of the trailer and the movie and everything else, if like they didn't have that scandal with Ariana being a homewrecker allegedly and all this energy, I feel like they wouldn't have had to go so hard in that PR energy of looking how close and looking how empathetic she is and look how much she cares, and she cares about people's emotions. Because when you think about it, when you think about someone who ruins a marriage or homewrecks a situation or ruins a relationship, you don't think of them as empathetic. You don't think about them as caring and someone who's thinking about other people's emotions and has a heart, right? You think that person is just selfish, empty, and arrogant. And that's how people were looking at Ariana Grande, and she's trying to portray herself to be in this movie where they want not only the movie but all the characters to be look like good, because she's playing also a positive role. Do you understand? So it's almost like damage control. What can we do to change the narrative? And it's not a bad idea. It's very strategic and smart, but this is what people need to realize, right? And I'm not saying these girls, like I said, you don't build a bond with people eventually over time as you spend time, but is it genuine? Are they looking to be sisters? Or are they sitting in this? And no, they're not. I feel like unfortunately they've done things that maybe they could have regret. I noticed that they've gotten matching tattoos and stuff like that. They did kind of extend it to the limit, but hey, whatever you gotta do to sell, to sell the story, right? Because people are catching it, right? People are feeling the energy of empathy and sisterhood, and that's exactly what they wanted. So let's get some more clarification with this Emperor in reverse. Queen of Wands, exactly. Let's look at this energy with the Nine of Wands. Four of Pentacles in reverse, and let's get the energy with the Five of Wands. Six of Swords. So the Queen of Wands just confirms my message. Like, they and with the Four of Pentacles, Ariana and Cynthia, we're looking at this as an opportunity you can't pass up. They walked into this really excited for Wicked, right? That's a big role to get. And I definitely feel both were excited to have this role. And both were willing to do what they had to do to make sure it came out successful. Okay, but I do feel like at the end of the day, they're not the closest. I definitely feel like it was all pushed a lot. And I feel like a lot of this happened because they had to take more damage control of the other person's role. And I feel like Cynthia even may know that, right? Like, I feel like sometimes there could be a little bit resentment coming from Cynthia because she feels like things could have went different for her if certain things didn't come out about Ariana. And I feel like Ariana feels the same way about Cynthia. Like, maybe I could have shined more if I did this in the movie, but I gave you this, right? Because, I don't know, I feel like there's an energy of battling of, like, who shines more, or who, who's coming up more empathic, or, I don't know. And it's like that secret competition. It's like you're not really going to see it unless you're seeing it, if that makes sense. But overall energy between Ariana Grande and Cynthia, it is what you would normally think it would be. I just think that, they did a really great job portraying the energy out. When it comes to the energy with Wicked, I definitely feel like they're both happy with the outcome of the movie. I definitely feel like there's ups and downs. They knew that there was going to be a lot of opinions, but I do feel like Cynthia is really happy with her performance and how she looked and how the energy played out in the movie. Ariana Grande liked her performance, but I really feel like she could have stood out more and did something more, or they could have. There's certain parts in the movie I feel like also she's saying that they could have cut out and had her redo, and she felt like the first take could have been better. It's like perfectionist energy. It's like, nitpicking certain things. But overall, I definitely feel like they're happy of the outcome. They're hoping that it can continue, and they're just hoping that the energy for Wicked doesn't die out so soon, because it was such a big movie to talk about. They do have a part 2 coming out, so they're just hoping that they're able to keep the momentum going. But overall, I definitely feel like both girls probably need a break after this, especially emotionally, energetically, and physically giving so much to this movie. But I do see more opportunities coming for both girls. I feel like they actually want both girls to work together, and that's going to be interesting if they really don't like each other, because it's like there's money and opportunities and big things that could come out of this, but how long can you pretend to be something you're not, right? It's like that energy, eventually that mask is going to fall off or something's going to get exposed, right? But that's the energy with them. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards to end off this reading of Ariana Grande's overall outcome. And we are going to end this reading here. So let's get an overall energy for Ariana Grande. 3 cards, and I'm also going to get an advice card for her. Let's see what the overall energy and the outcome for Ariana Grande is going to be. So the Sun card, happiness, success, ouch, Ace of Pentacles. All right, so like I said, I see Ariana Grande continue to be successful. She did make a lot of money. I feel like what we know to be Ariana Grande, she's gonna have success in that, in her career, in her materialistic stuff, and the opportunities that she's created and the opportunities that she has yet to attract, right? She has a lot of success in that. But I feel like when it comes to her personal life, I think that's going to be the biggest battle she has to deal with, is herself and the things that go behind the scenes here with the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, right? But overall, the outcome for Ariana Grande, she is going to be focused on her career. She is focusing on what's next. I do see music on the board, but like I said, there's something about that energy about her, maybe doing one last album, one last tour, because I'm hearing that song, One More Time, or One Last Time. So I don't know, Ariana Grande might be kicking it out in the music industry when it comes to music, but I don't really see that being realistically, because the 10 of Pentacles is telling me in reverse that she owes her music label albums, or she needs to fulfill a contract. Her contract's not done. Okay, so yeah, like I said, Ariana Grande, her energy is going to be around Neptune, okay? That's the outcome. Illusions, it's Pisces, creativity. So she also got to watch out for the that 12th house energy of deception as well. So like I said, what we see Ariana Grande to be, I feel the outcome is going to be successful. We're going to see her succeed, be abundant, be happy. But I do feel like behind the scenes, she is going to be, being burdened by stuff, and she's still going through stuff. Ariana Grande also has trauma that she has not healed and really gone through. I definitely feel she's talked about it. I definitely feel she's gone to therapy, but she hasn't dived deep into the core of what it is. What it is, ho, what's up? So that's the outcome. So this is going to be the end of the reading. I really do hope you guys really enjoyed this. I really hope you enjoy the energy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.